Hey everyone, hey and welcome back to Battle Rap Resume. Thanks so much for joining me. This is your host Tom Quee. Today we have a kind of special sort of recap. Just, Battle Rap Resume has just became a great platform to have battlers on. It doesn't really need to be any sort of structure. I'm just really happy to have Gemin1 on, especially after the Tox battle, man. It's been out for a week. How have you been enjoying the reaction?
Yeah, it's been good. Everyone's happy to see me back, to be real. I ain't been on a Don't Flop stage in nearly a year now. So I feel like my reception was good getting me back in Don't Flop, especially in that small room, innit? They were all fucking with me. I was 80% happy with my performance, but I was ill that day, so certain things went down. So
yeah, inevitably. You say you were ill, you looked a little bit weary on cam, but did you just pull through in the moment? I mean, what energy were you calling upon?
Basically, the day before the battle, I had a bug. I didn't even know what was really wrong with man, and I called Danny just to let him know. I told him, I was I ain't calling you telling you I ain't coming, but I'm definitely letting you know I'm ill in it. So I could be worse tomorrow, I could be better. I was definitely worse. I threw up outside the event, an hour before the event. Even take note, people see me, you know what I'm saying? Even Tox was telling me if I can't do it, don't do it. And I was nah, I've got to do it. But I didn't get out the performance I wanted. I had 2.5 more bars for man, and I had a way better closer. But I'm gonna drop them bars anyway. I weren't gonna let no fans down. I weren't gonna let Don't Flop down. And I ain't the type to put out of a battle. I was ill on my Ace Boogie battle, so shit happened.
Yeah, and it's great where at the start says that you're both going to go, 5 minutes, as long as you want, but 5 minutes. You spit nearly 15 minutes, Gem.
No, I don't. It's the crowd reaction. I swear down, my round, the round I had fully written was probably about 10 minutes long, and I missed out 2.5 minutes. So I probably spat for about 7-8 minutes, but they brought me back there, innit? So I had to keep repeating myself. But no, it was crazy. The pit format's definitely I'm dangerous in that pit. That's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. And did you feel the danger kind of started with you going first? Would the battle have been different if Tox went first, you reckon? Or
I don't know. I don't know. I knew from early, when I go to any event, niggas know I judge atmosphere in it. So as soon as I was there, I'm seeing couple battles, and I'm right, I know my shit's better than this, and this ain't a slant to no one. I'm I know my shit's way crazier than this, and their shit's popping off in the room. And I looked at one of my brethren. I was I'm about to shut it down. I was I knew my shit was gonna bang because I was hurt. Everyone who went before me, no disrespect to them, I felt like my material was better. So I was when I come on now, it's gonna be the best material of the day so far, hands down. So I knew kind of the crowd was gonna react to that, and they ain't seen me in a year.
Yeah, man. People were it goes without saying that people were so excited, when you started rapping. I was there, obviously, in the atmosphere. But the whole day next in line was dope, wasn't it? The whole event.
Yeah, no, it was best event I've been to this year, hands down. Everyone put on. Scoop and Woolsey was crazy. I didn't see all the battles, to be real. I see Scoop, Woolsey, my battle, and Tony and Shocks. I don't think I see any others, but I'll turn up a bit later now.
You were fucking battling on the day, man. It's fair enough. You didn't if you missed Bare Solutions versus Jace, no one's going to be annoyed at you, man. Because
hey, I'm top 8 judges, innit? So I'll be watching that shit now.
Oh shit. Okay, that's really cool, man. And yeah, this is absolutely incredible battle, and such a treat. You do go first. You kind of you're opening stuff just about his height and stuff. Is that what you wanted? Did you want to just start almost punchy, comical, or?
If you notice, my first that whole first segment I do before I go, when I do everything to gain, everything to lose, that was kind of eliminating near enough everything I thought he was going to say, and I felt like he did say 90% of that shit. He spoke about the people I chill with, he spoke about Raws, he spoke about soul and how I should be doing this. So I was all right, let me just kind of kick all the things you're going to say out the way from early. He's going to talk about me being smaller than him, all this shit. So it don't come across like that, but that's kind of how it is. I kind of felt like I said everything he was going to do. And I get my opening feelings about man just out of the way from the beginning.
Yeah, totally.
With a one round battle, I like setting the tone. It's one of them ones. I got time where I can write it like an essay, introduction, all of that shit.
Totally, man. And it does work that way. You do set the scene, and there aren't many bars in those opening 2 minutes. Haymakers come later.
No bars.
You know,
I didn't write it. I didn't write that first whole bit expecting any crowd reaction. I didn't want that. Like, it weren't about crowd reaction. It was just because that's the thing. Sometimes I just rap. Like, everyone says Gemini's punchline, but I'm one of the people that actually rap. Like, I'll rap. I don't need to rely on. There's no wordplay in that first whole minute or whatever. None. But it still gets love from the crowd just because there's something else in it. It's not always just about having punchline, which I feel like everyone's just obsessed with now.
Yeah. There's a proper authenticity and like a sense of authority when, you know, like you say, there's no punches, but the reaction you get to, what the fuck's so special about you? Do you know what it is? Nothing. Like, just the way you say that, like, somehow it explodes.
Yeah, it's just like, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it's easier to just go straight forward instead of always trying to think of like the smartest shit to say to someone. Like,
yeah, no, totally.
It comes out more natural as well, like.
Yeah, and I think there was just a definite truth behind it. The way you delivered it, it was very, very convincing. And
yeah, I got small people syndrome, bro. I don't like small people, man.
But Tox is huge, right? I mean, he's deceptively tall.
Yeah, he's about 6'3", I say. He's about 6'3", I'm like 5'9".
And then, you know,
he towers over you. So.
Yeah, he towers over you massively. And then we get into the kind of heavier bars stuff. The kind of I love a good prison break bar, Gem. And you know,
you know what? Yeah, I was kind of happy with it because I don't like prison break bars. I feel like they've all been rinsed.
But this was the most original one I've heard. Like,
trust me, that's how I felt because it's not about prison break in a sense where I'm talking about something next. It's like I'm talking about it as like a person who watched it and got bored of it. If you know what I'm saying? Remember we were talking about this before. I was like, prison break was shit. I was like, let me down. I was like, I got bored the second time we went back to pen. I thought about it. I was like, that works perfect. Like,
yeah, it does. It's just absolutely. And the fact that you don't say Prison Break, you say Michael Scofield, which is nice as well. But everyone fucking knows that. And, and then
I feel like Prison Break's one of like the baitest references, but I feel like I did it in a completely different way.
No, totally. And you know, you pepper a lot of kind of TV culture references throughout because that's what I love about this verse, Gem, and a lot of your stuff. It is very visceral and street. But you'll also quote How I Met Your Mother. So Blackadder, Luke Cage, like, you know, it's great.
Luke Cage,
that Luke Cage line. Jeez.
Hey, I banged out Suicide Squad while I was prepping. That's why. So I got the Harley Quinn shit. I got a Deadshot bar. Like,
it's
a few bars still.
And then, you know, sometimes you've got to stop with all the kind of pop culture reference stuff and just bring it back to battle rap. And like when you talk about, you know, him talking about family members and, you know, you having someone trying to find him and it'll only take him 9 hours like does to reply to a message.
Yeah, hey, shouts because what I whispered to him is he's been good lately. Like me and he responds to man in quick time. I'm not gonna lie. Like he don't actually take that long to respond to me. Like I was chatting to today, so
no. And I think I saw you commented it on a Viewpoint, but I was like, you know, live tweeting along to the battle, and then I did the headshot when they raise the heat. Won't be a mirage when you lose your mind from the desert. I love that. Interesting to see that the Saurus wasn't a fan.
I don't really care for what Thesaurus says, man. But I'm gonna be honest, like he's a cool guy. Like he's try. Do you know what I don't get? Yeah, don't show me love in the past, and then try like hate on me later. That's what I don't rate. Like,
right.
You're gonna show me love because he's done that before. Yeah, he's then like, oh yeah, I follow you. Like from early after my rap battle, he was trying to show me love, and then it's like, right, you're trying to hate. You're going out your way to hate, and you know when you're in a position like you're in, it makes me look worse. So it's like, you got time. That's how I feel about it. You've got time, and then you see Sharon saying, no, that bar's sick anyway. So it's like, alright, well, cool then, innit? Like, I mean, no one can tell me that bar is not a reach. Anyone who has anything bad to say about that bar in my head is weird. Like you are over analyzing something to a weird extent. Like,
and the thing is, no, you're right, because when I quoted it, I didn't even quote when they raised the heat. Which
I know. Yeah, I know. I see that, but I was like, these are just dominant. I argued with someone about it on the status, and I ended up winning because I said one thing. I was like, because you know when people are sad, they're bringing up like fucking the Wikipedia of the word and everything. Like I was like, that's not how rapping works. Like we're not gonna do it like this. And I said one thing, and they're like, oh, you're actually right. So I was like, alright, cool then, shut up. Like, you ain't in a building. Like there's no reason the whole building's gonna react, and then it's dead. It's not like a reach. A reach is when you're trying to make something sound like something else, or make something completely different. It makes perfect sense because everyone got it.
No, it's absolutely terrific, and just the imagery and the way it all fits together. And you know, you spoke earlier about prison break bars being a little played out. Is it fair to say Harambe bars are played out, or?
Do you know what? Yeah, they might be, but I haven't heard one. So
that's actually true. I mean,
you'd expect them to be in it. Like, don't get it twisted. I hear what you're saying, but if you can name me one, I'll take it. Yeah. But that wasn't one of my good bars. My best bar. This one, like people. I don't care. That was my second bar to get to my fourth. So if I'm punching on if I punch on my second bar, the second bar isn't the one I care about. It's the one that comes after it. It's a punch to get to the other punch. So like the Harambe kid gonna die, for me that was just light. It wasn't like meant to be a mad punch. It was the whole blade in your face makes you look better. It helps you bring out your eyes. To me, that's way more crazy. To me, that's crazy. Like, that's the shit I like.
And then, unfortunately, a slight choke when you do the whole, past town business line.
Yeah. I'll explain something. Yeah, when I fucked up, obviously I kind of felt like something was gonna go bad that day anyway. But after I fucked up, I jumped back into the first bit I remember in it. I didn't jump into where I was meant to come straight after. I jumped into the next bars I remember, and then I was going back on myself from then. So I went to one bar, and then I had to go spit bars that come before that in the verse. So when I get to the Yoshimitsu shit, when the Yoshimitsu shit ends, it's meant to go back into the same stuff.
Right. The
stuff I just spat when I fucked up. So that my order was mad. So I had to completely change the order of my round after I fucked up.
And, by the time you get to that choke, though, you've been rapping for about 10 minutes. And I know it's not in you to end it there, but you could have done, but I know what you mean. It's not Gemin1.
No, because you know what? Yeah, I'll say this now. Yeah, that performance was going to be my best performance, hands down. If I completed everything, that would have been my best performance. Everyone says, yeah, I killed it, but like what they would have been saying would have been completely different. Like I had a good way to close it. Like I say, I wrote it like an essay. Had intro, had points, had jokes, had everything. That verse had everything in it if I'd done it right. And I missed out one of the key things I had to it. That's what bugs me. But
yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, and the thing about choking is you've got, if you hit early enough when you're coming out of the choke, you can kind of make people forget and just get back into your round. And you do that by a bar that, when I read it on paper, feels like sort of almost a Tony D bar, the Morning Glory been going hard from early.
I didn't even spit that bar right, because obviously they're the first ones. I missed out a couple things about it, but yeah, I didn't even think that bar was crazy. My favorite bar was the life starts at 30 shit, but I didn't drop it right because I fucked up. Obviously, it's the first bars you're spitting after a fuck up, innit? The performance ain't the same, innit?
Yeah, no, totally. And I love the idea of you comparing your bars to Tox's, and the idea of the kind of being tailor made, and his comes out of a satisfactory. That's some really like original wordplay.
That's just so fucking stupid and funny, man. When I wrote that shit, it was hilarious. Like, I was busting up. Like, I didn't even, this is what bugs me, because you see the performance, like, because it got fucked up, I didn't drop it as funny as it should have been, because I find that shit hilarious. Like, it's dumb. That shit is dumb. Like, and it's not really a Gemini type bar. Like, if you think about it, I don't really spit like that. So it was kind of funny for me to come up with something I found jokes. But yeah, that shit was funny to me, man.
Yeah, that was funny. Like, I mean, this is a compliment. I can imagine Harry Baker saying something like that as well.
Yeah, it's like a Harry Baker shuffle tea kind of line. Yeah, so it's one of them.
It was nice to see. And then, you bring it again back to reality. I love when people go in on, American gun slang in British battles, the whole cigs and cans.
Yeah, hey, everyone stop doing that now, you know what I'm saying? Now I've potted you all up. I beg all of you clowns, stop saying cigs and cans in it. I don't care for whatever justifications you lot have. I don't like it. It sounds dumb. You lot sound like fucking idiots.
Yeah, I love that you say what bothers you most isn't Tox, it's the fact that the fans don't mind.
It's the fact the fans fucking still believe it. Like, oh yeah, shit, he's got a can. Fucking no real gangsters say that word. I promise you. No people that are about that life use them dumb words. They're not. Oh, it bugs me. Bugs me.
Yeah, no, I know. And then when you brought Tony into the fold, like, you want a Coke or Sprite?
Yeah, we had to tag in the goat. So,
was that discussed on the day? Had you been planning that, or?
Hey, I told Tony about that. All right, I WhatsApp Tony. Like, I told Tony I need him for something, innit? He was like, yeah, shoot. So I shot it to him before, like, I even had fully written it. Like, and I'm doing the words. I'm just saying a 4-bar scheme and the words he needs to do. And I think I did it, and I fucked up when I was doing it in the voicemail. So he didn't really know it. 10 minutes before the battle, I ran it through him with him twice. That was it.
And like,
Literally, they're telling me to go on, and I'm telling Danny Jack, no, I've got to do something with Tony quick. Like, I ran it through him with him twice. He done it spot on, facial expression, performance. Like, there's a reason I asked Tony and not other people. Trust me, I could have asked a lot of people, but I asked Tony in it. Why? Because Tony gonna do that shit how it's meant to be done. Like, and it's gonna hit. Yeah. With a fancy Tony doing it, they're gonna get gassed in it. So.
Oh man. Yeah, it was so good. Like when he's like, bruv, there's no smoking inside. Like the disbelief, the way he acts it is so good.
Yeah, no. He smashed that stuff.
And like, I mean, and
it's good for the fans to see us together like that. Because obviously, the fans, they want to see us do a 2-on-2, or they want to see us do more shit together. So, like, good when they get that kind of shit.
Has that been suggested? I've not heard that.
Yeah. They've said me and Tony in a 2-on-2 a few times, but it wouldn't work. We live too far.
Yeah. That would be that would literally be like gun titles UK, wouldn't it? Like,
hey, me and Tony would be like. Oh, it would be ugly for everyone.
Yeah.
For everyone. Like, I don't think no 2-on-2 team would beat, not even Shuffle T and Marlo would beat me.
Shuffle T and Marlo versus Tony D and Gem. Just set it up. That would be.
I don't think it will happen. It won't happen. Me and Tony never really do a 2-on-2. We ain't got time for that, innit? Like, so much effort. We got to travel across the whole of London and that. But no, we kill people. I'd do a 2-on-2, but there's no one who raps like me close enough to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. And what you feel you need a partner who's very similar then?
Yeah. Like I need someone who raps like me. Like I need someone who like me and Raptor would be a sick team. Don't get it twisted. Me and Raptor would be like a fire. Like that would be like you're gonna get fired on. Like if it's me and Raptor, because if it's Raptor, he can match my aggression as well. He can go back to back with that shit. Tony, we'll go in with smart shit and bars and angles. But if it's me and Raptor, we're gonna be firing. Like it's just gonna be like a machine gun. Like.
And you said earlier, because you sort of, missed out some of your bars, you didn't end it the way you did, where you wanted to. But I love the way you tie up all the slang. Your final bar, the Americans started this craze. Now we've got a bunch of clowns in the UK thinking that they're killers. Yeah,
that was cool. Like, that's what the thing is, some people take angles, but they don't, like, I try at least if I punch as well. A lot of my punchlines were catered to him. That's what no one gets. Like, I don't randomly punch too much. Sometimes I do, obviously, but a lot of my punches I couldn't say to no one else. That's why the shit I missed out for Tox can't be said to no one else. Can only be for him. 2 minutes. Like, it's not like I write shit that can get said to every man.
And the Operation Sputnik bar as well, one of my favourites. That was brilliantly delivered.
Hey, I was happy everyone in the building caught that one still.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I don't think many people would know it if you just asked what Sputnik.
You know what I was saying. Yeah. I was mad. I was confused that everyone even got it. I was like sick. It was cold.
And I guess Tox. What did you think of Tox's performance?
Tox did his thing in it, but it's kind of just what I said before. The battle really, like. I think Tox is great. Like, I rate Tox. He got heart. Like, Tox got a lot of heart. Like, a lot of these battle rappers don't have. Like, Tox ain't afraid to say what the fuck he thinks. A lot of these people are over friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can the way I see it is, look, we all think negative shit about each other. All of us, because we're battlers. But everyone acts like they don't. But when they get in a battle, then there's all these things they think. I don't get that shit. So if you always thinking of shit, why wait to the battle to say it? Why not say it when you really feel it? Like, Tox will say how he feels 24/7. So I rate that. And Tox weren't scared of the battle. No. Tox didn't. You heard him in the interview. He didn't think he was gonna win.
Yeah.
He didn't think he was gonna win, and he still battled me. I think that's crazy. I never battle anyone I don't think I can beat. I think I can beat everyone. So anyway, but I don't get it in it. Like, so I respect his heart, but I just felt like I just did too much. Yeah. I mean, he says it himself, doesn't he? When he starts his round. Yeah. You know? Like, I feel like it ain't a bad look for him. No, oh God, no. It's a bad look for him at all. It's a great look for him. He's definitely going to get a bigger battle after this anyway. Like, don't make a difference. Well, he's battling E. Farrell in Manchester, which is mad. Yeah, but that was looked in already. I feel like if he does well, like, I feel like next year, like, he'll be throwing some big names. Why? Because a lot of these niggas ain't characters. He's a character. Yeah. Like, he'll say what he wants. Like, he ain't gonna be friendly all the time. He don't mind playing a villain. That's what I was saying to you. Like, I don't mind playing a villain. These lot don't want to play the villain. They want to all be heroes. Right?
Yeah, one of the things that made me laugh when I was watching Tox's round as well, which I do think, what was good and had great energy. He was talking about his life as like the life cycle of like a Pokemon. He did loads of Pokemon bars and like a Geodude evolving into a Graveler, into a Golem. It was like, okay. I mean, that's something I would really, if I was battling Gemini, I probably wouldn't bring Pokemon bars, but you know.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was jokes.
But yeah, that was a good battle. But we'll move on, Gem, because it's so fucking exciting. This battle is really, not that you weren't, one of the best anyway, and people were always loving you, but it's really focused people on and made people really excited for. I mean, you're battling Swave Sevah, who
the OG.
Yeah, like the thing about Swave is like if you were battling him a year ago, I think people wouldn't have really cared. But the guy's been on a bit of a tear recently. I personally think Danny Myers won, but that was still a pretty big battle. And I think we have to look to Tink, which is like what a look. He's currently very hot right now, Swave, right?
Yeah. Swave's a legend, man. Like, I ain't got to worry about outbarring Swave. I feel like I will outbar Swave, but he's got something else I've got to tackle in it. He's got his own little presence. That's about it, though. Other than his presence and like the feel he gives off, bar wise, I'll kill him. But it's hard to beat his persona. He's got a good persona. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know if Danny Myers beat him, just because his third was so strong to me. Like he spits real verses. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with him. He spits a real verse, and that real shit to me cancels out a lot of metaphors and shit. Like that's why. That's what he has over me. Like he talks more shit than me like that. But it's cool. It's a challenge, innit? Swave's a challenge for me, innit? Every battle's a challenge. This is my new challenge. That's all it is, man. Like.
Yeah, but his presence, Gem, doesn't a lot of it derive from Team Harmony on stage, and they're not going to be there at 8th birthday.
But put it this way, if he don't have the crowd on his side, he's dead.
Yeah,
he needs to have the crowd rocking with him, because that's kind of him. He needs the crowd to feed off what he needs the crowd to buy into what he's selling. You know what I'm saying? The crowd kind of know what I'm selling. They've been buying it for years now. Like they need to know what he's selling. They need to like it. So. I don't know if he's gonna. I can't he does have got some crazy bars, definitely. But it's more I'm battling Swave than his bars. I'm battling him. Yeah. More than what he's saying. So if the crowd don't fuck with him, I want the crowd to. I want the crowd to be on his side just as much as they're on mine still. Just so it can be a fight. Because I know he needs that. He needs the crowd to feel where he's coming from. They already feel where I'm coming from. I've been stylist before. I battled Big T 2 years ago there. And I was there the year before. Before I even battled spitting bars on the stage with dialect.
Yeah. I remember you saying going down with all the E&D guys.
Daniels, man,
What do you make of Swave's third round against Tink?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
You can fucking exercise, man.
If anyone hasn't seen it, by the way, Swave gets the Saga on stage, and Tink the Demon, who is kind of a very, very horrorcore kind of guy, and he kind of does this element of him kind of battling the demon inside him, and Swave serious when he takes his glasses off.
That shit was crazy. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was crazy. Yeah. Swave one of them rappers that give you chills. I say that. Swave one of them rappers that give you chills. Yeah. That's the difference. Swave's gives you chills.
So are you, man.
I like that. Yeah. That's why I like these battles. I respect. Yeah, some people, obviously, I say some shit as well. But it's Swave, that's Swave, innit? Swave is that guy. I feel like I do more variety of things than Swave.
And,
I don't always try to go for the chills. He always is kind of going for them chills, which is great.
He is, and I think, that comes with years and years battle rapping. His first 2 years, his first 10 battles are all on grind time. He wasn't like one of the original URL guys, but he definitely got in there at a time, and he's one of the most respected guys, isn't he? There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, 100%. I say he's top 3. Top 3 most respected in battle rap. Yeah. Him, Head Ice, and I don't know who else, but it's him and Head Ice, really, innit?
Yeah. They're definitely.
Who else is more respected than him and Head Ice?
Hollow, maybe?
I can't think of any off the top of my head. Hollow, I'm talking about respected on the G level.
Yeah, okay.
People will talk way more shit to Hollow than they'll talk to Swave and Head Ice. I mean, when you think of Swave and Head Ice, they're the 2 OGs. Like, people think of them like that. I don't hear no one really talking bad about them, saying anything too negative. Like, when do you ever hear someone really talking shit about Swave? I don't think they want that. This nigga is like a karate expert and shit. He's like a black belt.
Yeah, he apparently is, isn't he? And obviously,
yeah, he is. Like, I ain't even no joke. He's like some black belt. Everyone said like in America. rappers hear them when they're not really like that. So I feel like Swave's one of the people I've never really heard no one question nothing about him.
And I mean, how are you feeling going into this? Are you watching a lot of his back catalogue, or are you more kind of in your own head, or?
Nah, I'm in my own head. I ain't watching his back catalogue. I haven't watched Swave enough, like in battle rapping, to really go back and try and find stuff I don't already know. It's like I just work off on the basis. Like I'll watch his last few. Like I haven't watched too many Swave battles in general. I see what I see. Him versus Tink, obviously. Him versus Danny. Him versus Arsonal time ago. That's the ones I can think of. Literally, him versus Headites, I see them 4. Literally, they're probably the only 4 battles I see from him. And him versus Disaster, and I didn't really like them.
Yeah. Is that the Disaster battle where he starts battling that guy in the crowd?
I think so. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Yeah, and it's Grand Time, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I see that one time ago.
Yeah.
I think I clicked off it. No, I just didn't see the hype about it. Swave weren't doing too great in that one.
No.
But I like Swave. Swave's a problem. Like he'll definitely bring you something, but I just want him to be on his A game. Don't come in slipping like.
Yeah, I think that the Born Legacy battle against Tink has really revitalised his career. Not that it was like on a deadline or anything, but I think it's made people respect him a lot more because Tink was on the come up, and most people.
Everyone expected him to win.
Yeah,
I don't know why the fuck they did. I think Tink is shit.
Yeah.
Whack. Tink is some weird. What does he say? He's a rapper that has no points. I hate rappers that have no points. He don't actually say anything. He just says hot lines that sound cool. But man's talking about horrorcore and weird shit. You don't fuck with it when Yunnan does it, but we're gonna fuck with it when Tink does it. What's the difference? Just one of them looks more scary or something. I don't know.
No, I completely agree, man. But I mean, if I'm being honest, it just in my head. I mean, I hope this battle's going to be great. I know you're going to be great, but is Swave really going to hit with a Don't Flop crowd?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Like it was between him and someone else in it, but the other person couldn't calm in it. And I said I was cool with either. But if you don't hit with a crowd, it will make it an easy battle for me. That's all I say.
Yeah,
I haven't. To be real, I still got a right. I'm still coming off the back of doing a few things in it, so I haven't got my bars yet. But as long as I got 3 rounds, I don't feel like. I don't know. He needs the crowd. He needs to do. I feel like he's smart though. I feel like he's smart enough to get the crowd. And if the crowd know him, they might just fuck with him because they know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that's how it is. We can have a dogfight.
Yeah. He's gonna have tons of fans in the building, no doubt. He's like absolutely such a well respected name. But he is. He's going to be your second guy that you've battled on URL after. Oh no, you're third. Sorry, I'm forgetting clips. Excuse me. That is very rude. Great battle. I mean, in terms of the URL pantheon, I want to see you against. I mean, Gem, I'd love to see you against Chess one day.
Chess, yeah, I like Chess. That kid's crazy.
Yeah,
that could happen.
Yeah, why not?
That could happen. I'm down if he's got his passport. So I say it with New Enough every battle. Just set it up. Like I'm cool with most things. Like if any of these international guys, I don't really care. I'll battle near enough. All of them. Like I don't think too many of them are better than too many others. It's all near enough a similar fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said when they offered me 2 people, they're like, who do you prefer? I was like, I don't mind. They're both as good as each other. You know what I'm saying?
And
Chess is good though, but Chess will get smoked.
You think?
Yeah, I'll smoke Chess.
Chess is dope, man.
Chess is dope, but the same stuff he says, like, I don't know. I feel like if all you got from me is gun bars, I just really, you ain't gonna beat me because I just don't care for that.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I break down people. Like I actually break down battlers. Like people see me as a punchline base, but I actually take way more angles than most battlers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And I'd like to see you break down Chess. Actually, that'd be brilliant. And Gem,
Chess will just be barking in each other's face. If I battle Chess, I swear down, I'll be right up on his boat the whole battle because I know that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I planned on doing with Tox. I planned on when I start talking to his dons, I was planning because I knew he was gonna touch me. Like I see him in a J Short battle. I was like, I'm not really about that whole man touching me in a battle.
Yeah.
Like I know he's gonna try to do it innit? And that's why my plan was when I started talking to his boys, I expected him to be behind him like normal battles in it. So I was gonna push him out the way and then start talking to them, but they were just on the right hand side of me, so fuck that shit up. And then he did try and touch me, and I pushed him.
So, along with chess, there's another person I want to ask you about on the URL. He just tweeted today, actually. This is one of, our favourites over here on Don't Flop, Arsonal. He tweeted 3 hours ago, I want to battle on Don't Flop one last time in London before I call it quits. Let's make it happen. Gem, I mean, you versus Ars, come on. That is magic, right?
Hey, tell us to set up. This is what I'm saying. If Arsenal's saying wants to come out Don't Flop one more time before he retires, I'm saying let's get it in.
Yes.
If Arsenal thinks he can come over here and beat me, he can. Cool. I want to see that happen.
Yeah.
I want to see that happen. Like, if he's going as well, like, I don't know who else he's gonna see. Who else is he gonna see? Like, I don't really want to see him versus Tony. No disrespect to Tony.
No.
Like, I feel like I'm the best matchup for him.
Yeah, I completely agree.
We know I'm going to bark on him. We know I'm going to bring bars. We know when he gets up in my face, it's not the same thing because, like, I don't back down from no battlers. Like, and what just tell us set up. Like, if all the fans want to see Gemin1 versus Arsonal, you know what I'm saying? Get Arsenal. Start tweeting them and telling them to set up.
Fuck, man. Yeah, definitely. I mean, what do you think of his kind of like Mr. Disrespectful kind of style?
Hey, I'm a big fan of Ars. Like, I ain't gonna chat mad shit. Like, Ars was probably the first battle rapper I ever see in my life. Like, him and Reed Dollars. So he's been on a good streak this year. Yeah. Like, the same way he's one of the top guys in his country, I'm one of the top guys in my country. So it's like it's mutual respect. Like, cool. Like, you've done what you've done, but I've done what I've done. Like, you've been in the game probably like 8 years longer than me or something. Like.
Yeah. His first battle's 2009.
Yeah, when you come over UK, who have you battled?
He's battled Sharon, Shotty.
You've only battled one guy from the UK. You battled Shotty. So now come down and take the young buck, innit? Like, I'm the youngest person in Don't Flop that's kind of in my position. I'm the youngest out of all the top tiers. So it's like, why don't you take the youngest?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, man. I think if he's going to take a UK 9, that's the most exciting one to take. You versus him is just crazy. Yeah,
like, I'm down, innit? I feel like me and Austin do a crazy battle still. And it'll bring out one of the best Geminis you see still.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, so it wouldn't be the birthday then. Maybe if they just do another, maybe December, event or.
No, because look, people get confused. Arsenal ain't quitting in the new year.
Right.
He's quitting in like June next year. When he said I got a year left in battle rap, he just worded it whack. He said it's my last year, but the way he said it is if he said it on like June or some shit. So this is my last year from June till June instead of like this actual year. So we can do it next year. Like, he's still gonna be battling next year. He meant it's his last year from June to June or some shit like that.
Right.
I think he meant, when I think he's gassing, I think he actually meant like it was that year, and then he's like, nah, we're gonna stretch this to June now. Like, get some more checks in.
Yeah. No, I remember him tweeting actually when DNA surpassed him as the most viewed, and he's like, "Oh, I'm back now. I'm not gonna stop until I'm the most viewed." So.
DNA is going to beat him because he's going to quit. Like, if he quits, DNA wins. It's that simple. Like,
yeah. DNA has like double his battles as well.
But yeah, no, me and Arsenal will be a war. That'll be one of the best Don't Flop battles ever, man.
Yeah, absolutely no doubt about it.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Like, I'll put my stamp on that now. If Gemin1 versus Arsenal, that will be one of the best Don't Flop battles ever.
You clearly really want this, fan, which is great.
Hey, I wanted him. I wanted T-Top and I wanted Tay-Rock in it, and T-Top and Tay-Rock didn't come out here because I was tweeting they were going to come out here. I wanted to put holes in one of them.
Oh my God, yeah.
I wanted to kill. I want T-Top really and truly as well. Like, if T-Top comes to this country, I want him because I like the shit he talks about still.
Yeah, T-Top's about. I mean, he's already, in my eyes, the cream of the crop. From that recent PG class on the URL, but he's battling Surf soon on Gnome, and Surf's on a downward tip. I mean, shout out Surf guesting on the show. I'm almost getting on that, but I don't know if you heard.
Shout out to Surf showing love to the UK like that.
Yeah, that was dope, man. I don't know if you heard actually, Jem, but yesterday Surf was battling at Mr. Fab's event, and it was
I know.
Yeah, and did you hear what happened?
Yeah. So man had a 1.5 minute round. Yeah. I see him versus Shotgun Shook. I liked that battle until it all got mad. I was liking that shit. I felt like Surf was actually bombing on him.
Yeah.
Like, I felt Surf was winning that first, the one with Shook, but I kind of went all left. It got too niggas just getting out of control, and them lot just clearly were just beefing it out, like, weren't gonna fly. Like, there's no way that could be one of my battles. I ain't gonna lie. If shit was going like that in my battle, like, the battle's not gonna happen either. It's just, a battle's a battle, and we keep it professional. We ain't battling, we'll go outside, like, that's dumb. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan of surfing. I like surf.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the reason I bring it up, because I think T-Top will beat him at Nome.
Boy, I don't know. Put it this way, wait. Are we gonna act like T-Top's 3 rounds for math were actually crazy?
Yeah.
Do you think they were crazy?
No, I don't. I agree. Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was actually everyone actually gassed him up for barely anything. What did he really do? What did he say that was so amazing? Like, I can't remember one bar. I watched it like twice. Like, if it was hard, I would have watched it more. I like T-Top, I like math, you know what I'm saying? But I think everyone acted like math got bodied way more than he did. Like, T-Top weren't saying nothing. He didn't have no punchlines. He was literally rapping. Like, I'm cool with that. I like the whole real rap over punchlines sometimes, but you can't do that for 3 rounds if your real rap doesn't, not even a punchline, have like a hard hitting line in it. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you put that same T-Top against any performance, any good performance, because that's known as one of his good performances, right? So if you put that against any one of Surf's good performances, Surf wins.
Yeah, that's true.
Straight away. Him versus Big T wins. Him versus Conceited wins. Him versus Hollow wins. Him versus X Factor wins. Him versus a lot of people. Like, I don't feel like them 3 rounds. I like T-Top. His 3 rounds in the BT against fucking T-Rex, all sick. His math shit was probably the weakest I've seen him. So I don't feel like he should be on some crazy pedestal after that. Like yeah, he beat math, but math kind of killed himself.
Yeah.
Like,
is there anyone else on URL that comes to mind? Dream battles in the future?
Hey, I don't care, innit? To be real, with these URLs are like, it's all the same. I'll take T-Rock. Yeah, that's the new one. I'll take T-Rock. That's a bit of both of them. Yeah. I'll take T-Rock. Arsenal, I don't count as URL, to be real. Right. I never really count as URL. We've been there like twice or some shit. I don't know, like, who's coming over? Math? I'll take Math.
Yeah.
I'll take Chiller just because I think he's whack. I'll take Chiller just because he thinks he writes the best shit in the world. Right. He thinks he's the best writer. He comes up with the best bars. As he crazy. Half his shit is reaches and randomly coming up with a scheme out of thin air about penicillin and fucking cabinet drugs and shit. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
No. I'd battle Chiller just to show him actually. He thinks, because he's one of the men that think writing is about schemes and punchlines. But how does that make you the best writer? Like, I don't even get what that means. Writing is writing. He don't make sentences that actually make sense from the first point to the last point. He'll go through 5 different situations in 4 bars. He'll start off in a bedroom and end up in like Ohio or some shit with his bars. just because of the punchline ends in like Ohio, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll take you to Ohio just to drop a punchline. That's long.
No, you're so right, actually, because I was just watching Chiller versus Arcane, and basically...
No, I don't say this shit for no reason.
No. But there's a punch in it, and I just thought exactly what you thought, because he has this long scheme about seeing Arcane at the gas station, which is like, what the fuck? Why would you see him at a gas station? God. And he's like, I'll let it ring in front of the pump like a shotgun wedding, and it's like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah, but that is the one shit I hate, when you have to take man to a weird, obscure location and all this dumb shit, to make your bars, and you think that is good writing. You're confused. That's what I mean. I feel like a lot of these niggas, like Danny Myers is one of these ones, right? He's the best writer as well. When he says a bunch of crazy shit, he's the worst with it. He's the type to take you into like a wardrobe to kill you, because the punchline is to do with the wardrobe. Like, these guys are crazy, bro. These guys are crazy with the way they think they're the best. Like.
So, let's bring it back to our side of the pond here, to the more rational minds. And you say in the Tox battle that you're down to battling Soul. Is that true? Are you?
Hey, I ain't got no problem with battling Soul. I've never ever gone on record and say I don't want to battle Soul. Never said that. I've never ever said that. I don't want the title. I stand by that. That's not my path. A lot of people are chasing shit. I'm not chasing the title. I don't need the title. It's not something that I require. Like, it ain't something I want. It ain't something that fulfills me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Soul is the champ. Someone else would be a better champ. I'm in my own little lane where I do what I do. That's best. I don't consider myself like affiliated with a lot of. I don't consider myself in this little hierarchy they do when they're doing a run up for the chain, because in my eyes I shouldn't really have to argue about whether I should be next, because I feel like I'm definitely the only person that makes sense. So I don't even like being in an argument about it, because it's like I don't put myself in that category. I'm do what I do. Like, there's no reason for me to battle someone else to see if I should battle for the. Nah, it's cool, because I'm gonna battle these people anyway. Like, me and Shocks will get in. I can get Shocks, I can get in with Quill, I can get in with whoever I want anyway. So it's like I don't need to do this and then whoever wins goes for the title, because even if I take a battle like that, I don't want the title. So whoever gets the title shot after what it looks like they've won, like, that don't even make sense. Like, I don't want the title shot, but Soul can get it. Like, I'll battle Soul. I'll happily battle Soul. All they got to do is make it the right situation for me and we're good. Like, Soul ain't. I'm not ducking Soul. I ain't ducking no one in the hole that don't flop, and I'll put that on everything.
That's exactly what I want to hear, man. And, well, I mean, talking to Soul, what do you think of him versus Quill?
Oh, did you speak to him about it?
No, we haven't really spoken about it. I just want to know your thoughts on the matchup.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. There's a lot of pressure on Quill, because he's been gone for a minute and had his little. He didn't go or take a break on good terms in my eyes to the fans. Not maybe with the staff. I mean with the fans. With the fans, he's left on a bad note. Which no one really knows the details behind, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting him under a bridge or nothing, but under a bus. But I feel like Soul will win. Like, and I fuck with Quill, whatever, but I feel like Soul knows how to win more than Quill.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people don't get what that means either. Like, there's a difference between knowing how to battle and knowing how to win. You got to do certain things in a battle to win. Like, it's not about just having the best bars. Quill's very good at having like some of the best bars, but Soul is very good at like beating you and winning. That's what I say. Like, I think it'll be a good battle. Like, Quill could surprise me, but I've got my money on Soul. Like, I don't think Quill does enough to beat Soul, and if I'm wrong, he can prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I feel like he's more gonna have crazy wordplay. That's what I think. He's gonna be throwing bars and punches left, right, and center. But I feel like Soul throws more controlled punches. Yeah. Like, I say Quill was someone. Like I say, some people, they rap like they're shooting a minigun, and they're rapid fire and they're aiming it everywhere. But not all of them shots are going to hit, and not all of them are going to be kill shots. Like, I see Soul's a sniper. There's a difference. Soul's a sniper. He might hit you with one bullet, but that bullet's going to go through your head. I see Quill he's sick. He's like an unorthodox fighter. That's how I see him. Like, he shoots 1,000 bullets. 5 of them might hit you, 10 of them might graze you, 20 might wound you. Soul's a headshot. Like,
yeah, you're right, and I don't really see Soul losing a round.
No, I do. I see Soul losing. I definitely can see Soul losing. So the Soul that turned up against a couple people would lose. Like, it's just about who turns up. Like, I don't see none of these. I don't see Soul as invincible. Like, Soul can definitely lose. Like, he has. I've seen him lose. So it's not like I'm gonna say I can't see him lose again. But I've seen him clearly beat more people than Quill. I can't name too many of. Quote me if I'm wrong, because you got to remember I've only seen Quill for the past 3 years since I've battled. I don't know his battle resume before me. He has sick battles, but how many clear wins has he taken in the past 3 years? He beat Raptor. That's the only one I remember. Yeah. Him and Ogmios, yeah, but I don't. In my head, I don't really count it just because it was a short prep kind of battle. I swear, 3 days. Or 4 days. If I'm wrong again, someone tell me, but I thought it was a short prep. Him and Clips, it's still a debatable in Clips freestyle. He had an amazing fucking performance. Like, don't get twisted, but it's not a battle where it's like, hi, we're gonna say he killed Clips, are we? Because Clips is freestyling. So I've seen Soul have very good performances. He clearly beat Uno. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he clearly beat C, but he got the judge's decision and he put on a great show. You know what I'm saying? And he clearly beat Raptor. So I feel like he knows what he has to do as well. But it all depends. Like, it depends, because I can see Soul losing. It's just about hunger as well. Like,
I think, like you say, I think the fact that Quill left on bad terms, all that kind of my verse Blizzard, King of the Dot baggage, Soul's going to exploit that so fucking well. Like, there's no doubt.
The thing is, when you go up against certain people, you got to think, what are they going to say? Like, you got to be very aware of your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? I go into every battle knowing what this person could say, always thinking about my defense. I feel like people go into battles without a defense and an all attack. You can't be all attack with Soul. You need to say things. You need to blend defense into your attack. So when you're attacking, you still got your shield up. So you can be saying stuff in your setups of attack that's defending your shit from what he's going to say next. Like, you always need to defend yourself or else shit will hit harder. All that stuff Tox was saying about Soul to me and how I should be doing this, do you not think that would have hit harder if I didn't get out of the way by saying, blood, I'm doing this just to see who's more hungry? Like, I said why I'm doing the battle. So then when he's going on to tell man, you shouldn't be doing the battle, why are you doing the battle? It's like, well, I just told you, bro. Like, you've wasted time talking about this now. Because I knew you were. Like, I knew you were going to talk about that. I knew you were going to talk about my brethren. Like,
Yeah. And
it's kind of like it's the Eminem thing. Like, let's just keep it real. You got. Yeah, it's true. It's just the Eminem tactic. You gotta kind of know what your opponent's gonna bring up about you, or else you're going into like a fight blind. Like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be good. I feel like Soul definitely can. I feel like Quill shouldn't have taken it. To be fair, that's my opinion. I feel like Quill needed one battle back first before he jumps in with Soul. Just so at least he gets the fans kind of on his side. But then again, I respect him for what he's doing. That's a brave shot, like, you know what I'm saying?
Totally. And finally, Gem, I just want to ask you about the battle that I think was the kind of obvious battle after everything from Next in Line. You versus Shocks.
Me versus Shocks. Yeah, that can happen. I ain't ducking Shocks either. Like, me and Shocks were in talks, innit? We could have battled at a different time, but well, at the 8th birthday, really and truly. But obviously, he got match. And I told him to run that because that's match, innit? And I told him we can do this whenever. But yeah, no, me and Shocks are getting. Like, I feel like that'll be one of the best UK versus UK battles. But I feel like I'll come out with a win.
Right.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, like, how highly do you rate Shocks?
He's top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's top 5 at the moment. Definitely. I talk to him quite a lot. Like, but when it comes to battle rap, I like, if I have to battle you, yeah, I'm an arsehole. Like, I can't pick and choose whether to be half your friend or not. Like, so if I battle Shocks, Shocks is top 5, 100%.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I beat Tox. So Shocks, I feel like I would. And I ain't even going to explain why, because this is what I don't do. Because if I explain why, then there's no point. You battling him. That's what you do in the battle, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Obviously, a lot of fans. I put up a picture of us the other day, like having a face off in it. So ask the fans who they think will win. A lot of people say him. A lot of people say me. So it's nice that people think that he can win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. Like, I don't like going in battles with people where they think, like, when I was against Tox, don't get it twisted, no one thought, like, I'll think about 5 people thought Tox would win.
Right.
Like, they did.
And they were all in take note.
Yeah, like, they had a poll and they thought about, there was probably like 10 people out of like a lot that thought he would win. Like, Shocks is going to be more of a 50-50. Like, and yeah, Shocks can beat me, obviously, but I don't see it happening to save my fucking life.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like when we battle, people would get why. And this ain't me taking a shot at him. So, Shocks, if you got a problem, hit my phone, bro. You got my number. Like, told you, bro, I'm going to be talking my shit. I feel me and Shocks would be crazy. Me and Shocks would be one of the best battles. UK versus UK 2017 if it goes down. Or whenever. If it goes down, it'd be one of the best battles that year.
Yeah. Geez.
And I'll put another stamp on that. But Just depends, innit? As again, it's just when they want to book it, when everything gets arranged, when they want to make the details right with Bless. Like, there's a few battles I've got to get done. I want to get Double L done as well.
Oh yeah, and Double L just announced with Soul as well. Double L's fucking stopped high, man.
Double L's a problem. I feel like Double L could be top 5 if he did more to make the fans put him there. You know what I'm saying? Easy, but he ain't battled none of the niggas that people think are top 5. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't battled Raptor, he ain't battled Shocks, he ain't battled Quill, he ain't battled Gem, and he ain't battled Soul. He's battled Tony. So he's battled like one out of like the public's opinion on who's top. You know what I'm saying? So he can't. That's why I think he don't get put in them places, just because he ain't had the battles. But if he has the battles, there's no reason why he won't get in that top 5. Like, I feel like he can beat a lot of the people that are in the top 5. So it just depends how he shows up against Soul. I feel like he's a hard battle for Soul as well. I feel like Soul don't realize that, because people relate to Double L more than they do to Soul.
Yeah.
Like, Soul's more the smart type, you know what I'm saying? He's an intellect, you know what I'm saying? Soul's an intellect. He approaches battles intelligent. Double L's way more down to earth, the way he raps. So it's a clash of styles. It's like, alright, who do you want to hear, the realistic person or the person who's going to tell you some mind-blowing shit? It's like, it depends what hits home with you, innit?
Yeah. And
so I definitely think Double L can win that. Like, I definitely think he can. Especially in Manchester or in front of a crowd that appreciate that kind of shit.
Yeah. Manchester weren't too kind to Soul last time against Lee Sevah, so yeah.
No, I think Soul lost to Chris Lee, so I don't think they weren't kind to him. I just think he lost. I think everyone, I fuck with Soul, but I feel like everyone takes it. This is what I mean. Everyone's a liar, yeah, because people hate to say Soul lost to Chris Lee, because you know what, yeah, fans and just people don't like Chris Lee and they like Soul.
Yeah.
No, I promise you, I know people, yeah, that can't tell me, yeah, that Soul won, but they're trying to be like, oh, I'm not sure. And I'm like, bro, if it wasn't Chris Lee, you'd say Soul lost.
Yeah. Soul
clearly lost the second two. I don't care what no one tells me. He won the first. But Chris Lee's out-rapped him in that third. No one can give him the third. It's impossible for me. And if you give him the second, I feel like you're just so biased. Like a bit, but I swear down, like, and that's cool, innit? Like, everyone's allowed their fans, innit? Like, there's people that probably Gemini biased, the Tony biased, the Shocks biased, Quill biased, but nah, he lost to Chris Lee, and that's what I think is mad. He lost to Chris Lee, and no one even notices what Chris Lee did. Like, he lost. He arguably, in my eyes, he clearly, but in a lot of people said he arguably beat Soul. Then he gets JR Slander or whatever that brother's name is. It makes no sense, like. And you started it well, like, he's talking about man being the only person that voted for him against Tony and that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, interesting little division there. But Gem, thank you so much, man. This has been enlightening as ever, bro.
Yeah, cool. Before I go, I just want to talk about YNL Secret. This is the new clothing.
Please.
Yeah, YNLC Clothing. Just quickly make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at YNLC_clothing. Proceeds of all the clothing go straight towards my charity to help support us. We're doing this for a good cause, you know what I'm saying, Gemini.